Hello, I'm John Tellman. The title of this book may be curious and may cause one to question the legitimacy of its content. Life is difficult. The worst way to approach someone who is hurting would be to give them a flippant answer. Life is difficult. My mentor, Dr. George Westlake, often preached that he wished God would have given us the Bible and a book of easy answers. So why would anyone write a book with the title, The Book of Easy Answers? In addition, does it seem presumptive to believe that easy answers actually exist? Sometimes there seems to be no answers at all. I recall going to a children's hospital the day after a terrible Christmas fire that took the life of a mother and 3 young boys. I met a grieving family who were inconsolable. I was taken into a room to see the charred and bloated bodies of the deceased children. How was I, as the family pastor, to answer the question, why? The fact is that even though questions were being voiced in the midst of tears and groans, the family was not looking for answers. At that moment, they needed a pastor who would weep with them and be with them when they could not possibly understand. Later, much later, answers would be sought, but would they be easy answers? You see, pain is real and answers often seem elusive, never mind easy. There are easy answers. They are not frivolous or trite. Neither are they proposed as an excuse for ignorance. Answers are easy to life's questions because of who God is. That doesn't minimize the difficulties faced. Rather, it gives us a healthy perspective when we face trouble. The easy answers can be immediate, but often we need time to grieve and ache first. Answers are not initially what we need when pain hits us, but there are answers when we are ready to look for them and to receive them. The pursuit of easy answers is wise because they come from God. You see, since God is able to handle all that concerns us, His approach is best. All other potential ways to handle our pain have weaknesses, but God's answers are complete. They're perfect. They're strong. It's the premise of this book that easy answers are available if we would only consider who God is. The problem is that we may not desire the answers related to the person of God. Man's heart is in need of help. The good news is that help is available. My contention is that the help that we need is not only available, but is deeply rooted in who God is. The easy answers presented in this book will turn our attention to who God is. To live as if there are no problems is foolish. To avoid problems is difficult and sometimes creates problems of its own. The challenge is to turn one's attention from the trouble to God, who is our only hope. The more we understand who God is, the more we rest in who He is, and the more we depend on His goodness, we will experience His help. Trouble may flee only to return in another form, or trouble may just continue without seemingly no end. Should there be no immediate change in your life, know that you are safe and cared for even in the midst of a terrible storm. Hear me. Hear me now. Trouble is not your answer to trouble. Anger is not the answer. Fear is not the answer. Unforgiveness is not the answer. In fact, anger, fear, and unforgiveness are blocks to easy answers. They will create more troubles than they will solve. Answers may not be experienced easily, not because they don't exist, but for two important reasons. First, God may call us to a higher place of faith, which will not seem easy to our emotions. This book will stretch the reader to place complete trust in God. Secondly, the answers could be staring us in the face, but we can't see them. Trouble often has the ability to blind us from the easy answers God has provided. Carrie Pocha, the co-author, and I pray that as you read this book, you will gain courage to reach out to the Creator with faith. At that special moment, we are confident that you will receive an answer, and it might well be easy.